I just want to say that to anyone who has suffered any kind of tragedy through the pandemic or lost a loved one throughout this time, my thoughts are with you and your family at this time. Hey everyone, what's going on? Thank you for taking your own time out to check out this review. Whether you're brand new to the channel or whether you come back once again, please press that red subscribe button down below and notification bell next to it so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. So thanks to the awesome folks over at Gravitas Ventures, I got an early screening to young Chang's brand new documentary, Wuhan Wuhan, which comes out in select cinemas and on digital on May 6th. And the executive producer on this project is Diane. That's right, the martial art big name in Hollywood as well. Diane is executive producing this along with Diane, Quon and Donna Gigolotti, who has also worked on Silver Linings Playbook and also a couple of other projects as well, like Hidden Figures, for example. So this definitely does have some star power behind it, and our director I'm unfamiliar with, so it's very interesting that this is their first project I'm checking out. Because what is the synopsis of Wuhan Wuhan? Well, essentially it's all around the height of the pandemic in Wuhan and around February and March of 2020, and essentially it gives us all a real life look into the hospitals and all that kind of went on through their struggles with COVID-19, which we get a lot of focuses on nurses, doctors, psychiatrists, and also COVID-19 patients and how they kind of deal with this virus and what kind of goes on behind the scenes in the hospitals. So very quickly, my overall thoughts of this documentary is I thought this was utterly fantastic. What a great watch this was. So with that in mind, let's just deep dive straight into my positives, because I think with all this star power behind the camera, with our producers, the director, the executive producer, this is a really well put together documentary, and it really gives like a heartfelt, fascinating, riveting watch while you are exploring what is really going on in the hospitals and how they're all dealing with these high pressure situations. Because in every single country, I think it's respective to say that we've all had our struggles with COVID-19, how we've dealt with that, how the hospitals have dealt with that. I will say that I really enjoyed following the journeys of all these different people that we focus on, whether it is like a doctor or a nurse, or whether it's just a young boy who is positive for COVID. It is just a crazy ride to experience another country's way of how they've dealt with the virus in terms of the hospital and their admissions, seeing this kind of vibrant city like a ghost town. Because when we see some of these shots, whether it's like a drone use or whether it is a camera attached inside of a car, whatever the case should be, you get a really great look at Wuhan in general, and you just see, wow, this should be like a vibing, bustling city. But in actual fact, it's the complete opposite. I mean, obviously, of course, we have lockdowns, which plays a massive part into that and always is for any kind of country. But in general, you just see like bikes stacked up on the side of a street here. You see the roads are completely bare, like one or two cars driving, if that. And it's just crazy, crazy times. It definitely kind of seems like an apocalypse kind of vibes when you watch those kind of movies. But yeah, this is really well put together. And I really loved like the in-depth, thorough look that you got inside of the hospitals and what Wuhan actually went through behind the scenes, because I personally feel that they've had a lot of press and publicity about the whole pandemic. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's happened now. I'm not here to comment on that, but I just really like the inside look of that and kind of like the up-close and personal feel that this documentary really, really provided. I personally, going to be honest with you, don't really have any negatives. I guess if you're really political and you really kind of have those own views of your own and that is your opinions, then maybe you might not want to check this out, which is a shame. But at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to opinions and their own thoughts on the pandemic, and I'm not here to tell you differently. What I can say overall though is I would generally really recommend this documentary because it was a fascinating watch. I found myself riveted by it, but also by the people that this is focused on, because we also do focus on a main person in this who has also got a wife who's pregnant, so it's kind of scary through that pandemic times, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people here that have had their partners who were pregnant during that time, and maybe a scary time for you also. And with that in mind, my overall score for the documentary is... So have you seen Wuhan Wuhan? Or are you going to be checking it out on digital or in cinemas on May 6th? Any and all comments, please leave those down below, and please be civil and respectful also, as this is a touchy subject for a lot of people. In the meantime, please give the video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.